What's up, guys, and welcome to the Nani No Anime Podcast, a weekly anime podcast where I get together with my boy SeeOhKnee and we talk about anime and all the things that we love about him. SeeOhKnee, how you doing, dude?
Too bad, man. It's been a fun couple days.
Has it?
I mean, honestly, I've just had a chance to finally catch up on ReZero.
Ooh,
Wow.
I'm nowhere near. Damn it, I'm gonna have to catch up with you. I took a little bit of a hiatus after my last bow to fisticuffs with the ReZero fan base. I'm gonna get back to it though. I decided not to stream it anymore. So I'm just gonna be recording it. I can't fucking deal with it because it got to the point where it wasn't just like them being toxic and to the point where it was like annoying me. It got to the point where like hella people in the chat and in the Discord were like, I cannot believe how bad the chat gets when ReZero, like it was that bad. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna back off this for a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting, but that's irrelevant. It's fine. But is it good? Is it living up to your expectations of ReZero or our? Since I have pretty high expectations.
Things are happening that you wouldn't expect to be happening, but
so like every episode of fucking ReZero.
Yes, like I'm not trying to like give things away right now. I'm just trying to like. Let me just.
It's all
Amelia is no longer a punk bitch. That's all I gotta say.
That's cool. All right, I can fuck with that. I'll try now that I know that, because I wasn't like really focusing on catching up because I knew you were behind on it too, so I like wasn't that worried about it. Now that I know that you're caught up, I'll try and prioritize it over the next week.
It's a solid one. I mean, I'm really finally enjoying it.
That's good.
And I'm seeing a character in a new light now that normally I was disgusted by. And, now I kind of love him.
Interesting. Well, all right then. Well, speaking of love, does that count? I don't know. Don't forget, I promise, I'm butchering this, but it's okay. We will put timestamps up. So if you guys don't want to be spoiled about anything specific, if you want to get to a specific topic, we are going to be talking about a bunch of different things today. We're going to be talking about the Chimera Ant arc. We're going to be talking about What a 7 Thriller book, and we're going to be talking about some other anime that I don't want to, spoil, but it'll show up on the screen for you guys. I just don't want to spoil it for SeeOhKnee, Attack on Titan, and more. But first, let's get into our 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts from C-Dubs, who reviewed us 5 stars on iTunes, saying, love the content. The podcast brought me into tons of new shows, got me into ReZero, Rent a Girlfriend, and just started JoJo's. I need more haiku from you guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you, C-Dubs. But we do have about 5 more reviews, so let's get through this. SeeOhKnee, what's the next one we got here?
The next one's going to be from Levy Lover.
I think that's
I can appreciate that.
I think that's Levi Lover.
You're right. Levi.
This is an anime podcast. I think Levi makes way more sense than Levy. Levy Lover. Or maybe we're wrong. Maybe you are Levy Lover. Let us know.
No. You know what? I'm gonna imagine in my mind right now. It's Levi. Okay. Because I do share the same sentiment and feelings in there.
That's fair.
You guys are the anime podcast I've been looking for. I freaking love your discussions on anime. It's so different than other podcasts. I try to get into because keyword I tried. But you guys are awesome, seriously. Also, weird anime recommendation: Happy Sugar Life and Perfect Blue.
I haven't heard of either of those.
It's a movie. I've never heard of either of those. Okay.
All right.
If you haven't seen it, I want to know what you think about it. As a final note, you guys have soothing voices. Ooh.
I was gonna say I was just about to comment that I felt
people to
like
sleep over here.
Dude, I felt like you were like trying to serenade me, like you were the narrator to a porno. But that's not where we start. We have another 5-star review from Rough Nani, which and the title of the 5-star review is rough. So I'm assuming that they made this account to leave the review. Is my guess, Rough Nani? I came from your Attack on Titan reaction videos on YouTube. You're lit. This is the anime podcast I never thought I needed. That's awesome. Well, thank you, Rough Nani.
Aw.
But we have more. There's so many 5-star reviews.
Let's go, boys.
Like I said, there's timestamps if you don't want to listen to this.
Next one's from Zane James. Great podcast. I'm a new anime watcher, and I enjoy hearing you guys give your recommendations on animes. Thank you guys for everything. By the way, Gabby annoys me. Same.
That's honestly fair.
Fucking same. It's like just
honestly fair.
I'm so glad that the horse fucking bit her. Like it just that right there was like a moment of redemption. I loved it. Everything about like the horse just attacking more, please.
I feel you. And Flip Funko, 5-star, 2 podcasts ago. Hey, I wanted to let you know of an anime called Akami Got Kill. You guys had a king discussion over animes with crazy endings. I think this matches exactly what you were discussing. Thank you. And we have our last one, Sione, if you want to read that. And then we might change how we do reviews going forward. We'll see.
But fun. So next review is from Baby 4321.
Baby. Okay. Oh,
maybe
dumb motherfucker, that's Bobby.
You're right. It's Bob. Bobby.
Fucking Bobby. Zoro.
I love it.
No.
Zoro. Great podcast. Love listening to it while doing schoolwork or during school. Wow. Definitely don't suggest listening just to school, but I appreciate it.
We're ruining Gen Z. Found us through TikTok, as I'm talking about. Represent.
And loved watching your One Piece series on TikTok. Realized you had a podcast. Ooh,
yeah.
Okay, so he's from your channel. Nice.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, TikTok, son. TikTok is a magic place. We hit 30K, so thank you guys for that over there. Yes, yeah, we're debating how we're doing because you guys are, we went from like getting 1 review every few weeks. We're currently up to 91 5-star ratings on iTunes, 75 total reviews. So closing in on 100. So thank you guys for that. It helps out more than we can put into words. But that because we're at the point now where y'all are giving us like 5, 6, 7, 8 reviews a week. So maybe going forward, maybe we'll pick the best one and read that. But we do want to, we're spitballing the idea of reading them all off and then cutting them into TikToks. We'll decide. I think for now we're going to keep reading them unless it gets like overwhelming.
I mean, if someone wants to write a story at some point in time so that I can like serenade them.
Oh my God. Yes. Read us give us a bedtime story. Sorry for the interruption, but we have an announcement. Nani no Anime, the podcast, is now officially sponsored by
Advanced.
That was such a delayed reaction, but it worked out. I didn't plan this. Advanced is an energy drink supplement that is amazing. We have a bunch of different flavors that we drink, but if you go to the Advanced website, you could use code Nani no Anime to save 10% off your entire order. They also have free samples if you're interested in that. Sione, what's your favorite flavor?
I'm currently trying that mango flavor right now. It is delicious.
Dude.
I'm one of those guys where caffeine, I'm a sensitive guy, okay? I drink caffeine, I'm up for a day. Focus doesn't have any caffeine in it so far, and I have not experienced any kind of like crash, to be honest. So
that is the truth. Perfect
drink for work when I'm at work and dealing with other people's problems at the hotel.
You didn't tell me that. I had no idea that was planned. This is the worst sponsor plug you ever heard. Advanced, 10% off, Nani no Anime. Go check it out. Enter the code at checkout. We might seduce you.
Back to the podcast.
Code Nani no Anime. All right. We're not even gonna get into that. Just give us a bedtime story. We'll read it. We'll discuss it, and everything will be right in the world. Unlike where everything is not right in the world. Attack on Titan, which is fucking. I'm just gonna start with Attack on Titan because I just have to. There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, but I want to talk about Attack on Titan because I'm sick of this fucking Attack on Titan hatred that I'm seeing around. Have you seen this?
The Attack on Titan hatred?
The absolute betas of the fucking anime community. Yeah, I'm calling you out, fuckers. Dude, so as we know, Attack on Titan has been fairly slow for what, four episodes, 3, 4, 5 episodes, something like that. There hasn't really been much fighting, right? We know that.
There's been a lot of development.
Yes. But it's all hella important. It's all super integral to the story. Like they're fucking fleshing shit out, bringing up shit from the past of like all these characters are back and they're doing
besides the fact of the shit about Mikasa, but big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're in this position where they're building up. It is about to go down. It is about to get crazy. Like the Jaegerists are here and I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's right. I don't care if it's wrong. I can't not like root for Eren at this point. The absolute Chad of Chad stepped out and showed off his abs, and I was mesmerized, and that's it. Yeah,
So I don't know why, but the word Jaegerist just like
it sounds weird,
makes me cringe on the inside.
Yeah,
I don't exactly know why.
It sounds like something like. I don't like when you think about
it. Sounds like it would be like a really like a no word, like a really bad like don't
you
say
hear
that
Nazi, and it's like that sounds brutal, right? Like when you hear a slur, you're like, yo, that like it pierces you a little bit. I feel you. I feel you on the Jaegerists, but I'm full on Jaegerist. I don't give a fuck. Cancel me, fuckers. I
Fair
don't
enough.
give a shit. Dude, it's wild because like I like it. Don't get me wrong, like I'm so excited for when shit hits the fan, which it obviously is. They made that pretty evident from, them, leaving. We're gonna have a civil war. Fucking Pike is already, she's infiltrated. It's about to hit the fan. But like it's been interesting. I feel like I'm curious about your opinion. People are just mad because like there's no fights, but like I like, yes, it's slow, but I'm actually curious. Like I thought it's been very interesting. Like what do you think?
Well, my first thought is Annie's about to fucking pop the fuck off.
I was thinking
Dude.
the same thing, dude. I was
Uh,
homegirl's waiting.
yeah, homegirl's just chilling. Like there's something going on here with like too many things going on around a girl that's been fucking encapsulated in crystals for way too fucking long. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
You know
Like
what I
it's
found out, and
yeah.
apparently, whether or not this is canon, I don't know, but I think the manga bros said that it was confirmed. That apparently when the Titans are like crystallized, their lifespan doesn't go away. So they have like the 13 years. So apparently, even though
Yeah.
those years have passed, because Annie's been crystallized, apparently it hasn't been taking chunks off her life. Again, whether or not that's true or not, I don't know. But what I've heard,
That's really scary then if
right?
that's the case.
I'm sure we'll get more people confirm or
Because
denying it now that I brought it up. But yeah,
if Annie does wake up right now,
yeah.
right? Think of the mentality that she would have while waking up.
My thing is, does she know what's going on? Like, does does she have some weird telepathic like Titan shit, or is she gonna wake up and like not even realize that like they got off Paradise, not even realize that like any of this has happened, or do you think she actually knows what's going on?
Well, just out of curiosity, right?
Mhm.
Aaron can like control Titans if he's
Yes.
if he's touching a royal, right?
Somebody with royal blood, as far as we're
Can
aware.
he
Yeah.
force Annie out of her crystal?
Well, he didn't get the Jaw Titan, right? I mean, unless the other Titan,
Like hypothetically, like just completely
I would
hypothetical.
assume the
Like can he
Warhammer.
actually force Annie to uncrystallize?
I would assume the Warhammer Titan has the capability. Maybe I'm wrong, but I would assume. But how would he get there? I mean, he was captive. I mean, now he's not. He escaped.
Well, no,
But
what I'm talking about, like him using like the coordinate, like his ability to command other Titans, right?
well, is Annie royal blood? I don't think so.
But if he like, I'm saying if he's touching like Historia or something like that,
Yes, that
like
in
completely hypothetical
Oh,
situation.
you're
What
saying
if Aaron and Historia were both in the same room while Annie's crystal's right here, right?
yeah.
And then they go and Aaron touches Historia and then can he command Annie
I don't
to get
think
out
so.
of the crystal?
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that they can only command the brainless Titans. I don't
Okay.
think that they can command any of the actual. No, they definitely can. Because think about it. When Eren controlled the Titans, and I think it was season 3 or whatever, he wasn't able to control Reiner, Bertholdt, or Ymir. He was only able to control the other
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
So yeah. So it's just the brainless ones.
Okay.
But I would assume the Warhammer has some tool that could open it. My real question is, what the fuck? Like, what is Annie doing? like was that a plan? Was that some shit that they organized back then? That like, yo, if you get captured, you go capsule until X date.
Some next level, like
yeah, like big
like
galaxy
game
brain.
shit?
Yeah, I mean, dude, would it surprise you? This story keeps getting more and more insane.
No, to be honest, no. I would like to see it though. Like, don't get me wrong, I would like to see that happen. Don't get me wrong. There's too much happening around a crystal girl
Like the definition
that's
of blue
literally
balls.
has been inactive for how many episodes so far
A
in
long
the
time.
series?
I think it's just it's build up, because I think people keep forgetting like this is it's a finale. Like this is like the end. Like the
Yep.
series is done after this. And we
And
still don't know
do
what
we-
the fuck is happening.
We don't have a confirmation on.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Really? Are they pulling like a Demon Slayer where they're gonna be like last episode? Here you go.
So I don't know. I saw that there is apparently a movie, Violet Evergarden or something, that apparently Funimation is putting out. And apparently it came out in like September. in Japan. So I was thinking about that. Demon Slayer came out in October, so I'm wondering if that means that if we're getting this, this movie that came out in Japan in September, if we're getting it at the end of this month, does that mean that we'll get Demon Slayer next month? Which, if that's the case, does that mean that we could expect a 7-month turnaround on a movie? Because if that's the case, I really fucking hope they don't do an Attack on Titan movie, bro, because I'll be so mad.
There's no way they're gonna fit there's no way they're going to fit all the information in a movie.
I don't think so either. I just don't, like, my thing is, I just don't understand. Like, we are 3 to 4 episodes away from them wrapping up. Like, I'm trying to see if there's any confirmation. There is no confirmation of a part 2.
I am disappointed.
But the manga bros are saying there's no way they can wrap this up in 3 episodes unless they completely deviate the ending and make it anime only. And I just can't imagine they would do that. My biggest thing is I just find it weird calling it the final season and then splitting the season in half. Like, doesn't that kind of seem weird? Or is that just me?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like I'm reminded of like the Final Fantasy remake.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, it's a Final Fantasy remake, even though it's not
a sequel. Even though it's not a remake at all. It's a sequel.
Like that's kind of like what I'm reminded of right now. So it's like, if it's the final season, how are they going to fit all of the necessary information in? Because, like, granted, I've not read ahead. I don't want to cheat. I just want to sit back and enjoy it and watch it unfold in front of me.
I feel like I might cave after they get episode 16 out. Like, if we don't have any confirmation of anything by the final episode of this half of the season, I think I'm probably going to cave.
I mean, honestly, if that's the case, would you be starting from this season in the manga, or would you go from the beginning?
I don't know. So that's the good question.
I would honestly say go from the beginning.
That's what I was thinking, because then I could go from the beginning, make it all the way through, and then maybe if I'm lucky, by the time I get to the end, then we'll have the new episodes. But dude, I can't. Dude, this shit gets too expensive. I am in a serious point right now because I just I don't want to wait. But like, yo, manga's expensive. Like, I am in a moment in One Piece, and I am bugging. And I want to, and same thing, I want to get the manga because I want to compare it. I want to see. And that would just be so fucking expensive. It would be so expensive, dude.
That's why, like, Mappa, please decide to animate it, please. Make it like, just do like 3 or more, 4 final season extensions.
But even
we'll just go with that.
But even if they do that, like, how long does it take, dude? How long does it take?
If we had 4 seasons, if they extended this for 4 parts, right? And they said, hey, actually, we can't do 2 parts,
though.
But we'll do a contract for 4 parts, right?
I don't think there's that much time left, SeeOhKnee. I think from what I've heard about
how many episodes, like how many chapters are left in the manga?
I don't know. But from what I've seen from the manga bros, actually, hold on. I have comments for a reason. Hold on a second. I'm playing with fire going into these comments, but
that's a really bad idea. You shouldn't do that, honestly. Don't do it, dude. You're gonna see a spoiler that
I'm not. I'm gonna look.
There's just some things you cannot see, man. Come on,
I'm gonna go through Patreon comments. I'm not gonna go through fucking YouTube comments. I'm not an idiot. I'm not gonna go through fucking YouTube comments for Attack on Titan. Are you crazy? You think I trust the fucking manga bros, dude? Hell no. All right, let's see here. Did anybody on Patreon? Oh my god, there's like no comments. Why not? Fucking damn, they don't shut up on the fucking One Piece videos. The anime doesn't end at episode 16. It will either be split or there'll be a movie. No details. But apparently season 5 of My Hero drops the day before Attack on Titan ends.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Excuse me, what? Say it again?
My Hero season 5 is apparently in like 3 weeks.
Ooh,
did you not know
what I'm doing?
Did you not know this?
No, I had no idea.
You know there's a trailer, right?
Really?
Yes.
What?
There is a trailer.
Did a time skip happen? I need to know.
I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure, but yes. I'm like 99.9% sure that the trailer's out. But yeah, it's coming very soon, which I'm excited for. I've said before, My Hero's that anime that, like, I don't think it's incredible, but it has this in my opinion, it has one of the highest potential out there. Like, I just think it has such a high potential that it just makes me excited, and I just can't wait to see like the direction that My Hero takes.
So it's Heroes Rising.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a movie. I'm pretty sure that's the
it's
movie.
movie trailers.
Dude, if you haven't seen the My Hero movies, the My Hero movies are fire, dude. They're
That's
so
I was
good.
like, wait, what? But I'm more concerned with where's this trailer at?
I don't know. We'll look for it at the end of the podcast.
I'm gonna get blue balls now.
It's all good. We're gonna keep you on the hook. Maybe after when we're done, we'll record you reacting to it. We'll post that shit on the TikTok or something.
Oh jeez.
Right? Boom. Yeah, but so I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Attack on Titan's getting weird. But it is coming to a close, but luckily we are getting My Hero. But what is not coming to a close? SeeOhKnee. What is not coming to a close? What is probably arguably never going to come to a close is hiatus, cross hiatus. Even though I'm not at the end, so I don't even know if I'm like legally allowed to say that yet. But my fucking God, bro, it is getting insane. I am bugging. All right, look, SeeOhKnee. Little baby has arrived, and Colt is like, I'm gonna protect you, little child. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna be here for you. And now the people are working together, but I'm scared because I'm forgetting his name. But Grandpa, the dude who's like, one of like the top hunters, older guy. I'm drawing a blank of his name. This is the biggest problem. Is me and you are both so bad with names. We need a third co-host just to remember. We just need like
you're referring to Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah,
oh,
wait, you
okay.
You didn't catch that?
No, for a moment, for some reason, I thought you went to One Piece. It's all right. I don't know why. Like, I don't know why my brain was like, wait, none of what you're describing is in One Piece. And I'm sitting here thinking back.
He's I'm like, what tiny baby in One Piece? What are you talking about?
I'm like, I must have missed an arc or something.
Oh my god, I thought you looked confused, but I just thought you were like thinking or like, I don't know, like maybe you had to poop.
No. Didn't realize you were talking about Hunter x Hunter. Okay. So where are you right now?
So basically Colt, the king has arrived, and he is mortifying. And Colt ran off to the hunters and was like, I fucking need your help. And then the fucking little baby is there, and Colt's like, I'm gonna protect you, little child. And now the hunters are working together with the Chimera ants, but the other Chimera ants are going all over the place trying to conquer the world. And then the fucking the king is
you're deep
getting
now
stronger.
In the arc.
I'm like 90. I'm still pretty early. I'm like 90 something. It's getting fucking crazy, and I'm having like a bit of a mental breakdown.
So tell me the dude. Tell me that you're not like when I see this guy, the dude with the pipe.
Yeah. I love
and just
him.
Blowing clouds.
That dude is getting blazed and fucking lighting
I could be
up.
that guy if I use my vape.
Yeah, dude, 100%. I love him. I just don't like. My biggest thing is I don't know what direct. So like to give you an idea of exactly where I'm at. Gon has lost his Nen, for 30 days. He's on a weird, creepy date with this creepy who is a fucking but I digress. It's really fucking it's making me super uncomfortable. But I'm at the point where Killua ran away, and the dude that they fought before him and Killua, I'm not at the fight yet. They're facing it down. They're about to go at it, and I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen because there ain't no way Killua's gonna be able to beat him on his own, and Gon don't have no fucking Nen, so I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen because all the motherfuckers are in NGL. And even if Gon does do it, the fucking, the old dude who's like the top hunter, all right? You already know about him. Motherfucker is, he's strong as shit. And he goes to Colt. He powers up, cuts his hair out, puts his lucky t-shirt on. He's like, all right, let's be honest. Me versus the king. And he's like, you won't even be able to touch the king. You're going to get killed by one of the royal guards. How the fuck they going to beat them? Unless Jin shows up last minute and it's like, Gon's pappy to the rescue. I just don't understand how in any capacity any of them can become strong enough to fight the king. They can't even fight the royal guard right now. The king's stronger than the royal guard. The king just got stronger because he ate a motherfucker who had Nen. And now the king is going to get stronger every time he eats somebody with Nen. This is not like, I don't see an outcome that doesn't result in the world ending. And this is what happens every single time, every episode.
So, first I'm gonna start off with we call her the stage 3 clinger. I'm just kidding. That's what I call her.
She is an actual. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. I'm trying not to get us demonetized.
Yeah.
I didn't really care before, but YouTube algorithm now is like, yo, if you get demonetized, you get fucked. So I'm trying to avoid that.
So,
she is though.
She's
trying to seduce Gon, and Gon is a child. There's a problem. It's fucking
Gon
weird.
is a fucking playboy. Okay?
Gon is trying to fucking smash his teacher. And from Gon, okay, I understand. It looks cool to him and his children. As an adult, it's fucking creepy, bro. This isn't like, fucking, like, this is weird. Gon's like 12. Dude probably hasn't even gone through puberty yet.
No, but oh man.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
it's just the more you think about it, the weirder.
You got to listen to what Gon says though on his stories.
We'll get to it.
Like when are you on that episode or have you passed it?
I'm on that. So like I stopped right as Killua was like, I have no choice but to fight him. But the fight didn't happen. The rabbit ant who like wants.
So then you've already seen the discussion between Gon and Killua where Gon was like, I hang out with ladies on the island all the time.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, he's fucking been. That's what I'm saying. It's weird. I was like, dude, I don't even get me started. Anime.
Like, Gon don't give a fuck. He's just like, yeah, people come to the island all the time. I'd escort them around. We'd have a good time.
Yeah.
I was only like 8 years old.
Dude,
what? What?
Dude, it's so weird because it's such a moment where it was actually funny where I was talking about it that during that episode when it was getting really creepy and they were setting up the date, I was okay. I was getting a little weirded out by it. And then I started to think about it because I remember people complaining about like, oh, the pacing gets really slow. And I was like, oh, I see what they're talking about. Because I was like, like this seems really out of place and weird. And I was like commentating on it. I was like, this is weird. Like they're just going on a date while the world's ending. And then I was like, wait a minute. Unless this date is like integral to the story. And then I was like, oh, the date was in the woods and the woods was near the fucking ants and the Killua was trapped. I'm like, okay, so they had to do this. They had to find a way to force them into the woods.
Yep.
Okay, that's not an issue with pacing. That's just writing. But
I mean, you got to think they got to fit going into the story somewhere.
It was
because
jarring.
I mean, the man doesn't have Nen.
Dude, that caught me off guard. That was the big when that happened, it shattered every possible
he
direction.
bankrupted, dude.
I could think of because I was like, well, what the fuck happens now? I was like, I totally expect I was like, all right, he's gonna beat Shoot Knuckle. He's gonna go fight. He's gonna get stronger. My thought process was that they were gonna beat Shoot Knuckle. They were gonna go help. They were gonna get their ass kicked. Gonna get saved. Then Gon was gonna see Kite's corpse and freak the fuck out and go ultra mega fucking instinct Gon and freak the fuck out and kill somebody. That's what I was expecting. But then that happened. They were like, nah, he's useless for 30 days. I was like, when they don't do that in anime? When can you think of an anime where they were just like, yeah, the main character's useless for the next, like, it's weird. It's fucking, I don't even know how it's one of those things where, like, I don't know how I feel about it, but it's interesting because I can't think of another anime that has done that.
Taking away the heroine's power for a couple episodes?
Outside of like when they dropped kick Gohan, turned him into like from amazing badass.
I mean, you had Dropkick Gohan. You also had Light from Death Note.
Well, no, I don't mean like on that level. I more just mean like the main character, like they're gearing up for a fight, they're ready to go, and then it's like, nah, bro, you're fucking too weak. Sit the fuck down, get out of here. And like, like they failed their mission, right? Like his mission was to fight Shoot Knuckle, and like he failed, like just straight failed, and they're like, you can't participate now. Like it just seems so like, whoa, like it almost reminds me as if like if they went to do the Hunter exam and Gon failed, like it would just be weird, It would just.
Killua failed.
Well, Killua failed, but Killua is not the main character, and Killua also didn't really care at the time. He didn't care about if he got the Hunter. He was just there for
true.
Fun. But like, in this case, it's like life or death. Like Gon's still all happy-go-lucky, like Kite's alive. I know it. And I'm like, oh my god, you poor child. Stop. It's fucking every time he says it.
Poor child.
Every time he says it, I'm like, fuck, dude. And then like, dude, Neferpitou, that goddamn bitch.
How far have you seen with Neferpitu's experiments so far?
Neferpitu using Kite as a fucking dummy is what's happening.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, that's now that I saw that, that's what's gonna happen. That when I don't know when Gon's gonna show up, but I know I might be wrong. Either Gon's gonna see Kite's corpse and that's gonna cause him to snap, or Gon is gonna see, and I can't believe I'm forgetting his name again, or Gon's gonna see the old man and get killed. And I feel like one of those two is what's gonna cause it.
If I'm not mistaken, at one of the episodes, you saw the Neferpitu point out the guy inside the skull pile, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm way past that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you saw what Neferpitu did to that guy?
Oh, yeah. Fucking chopsticks in the brain. Bro, this got dark. Like, people kept telling me, they were like, don't prepare. And I was like, you could see in like my reactions, there was this thing where when they first showed up, when the ants first showed up, and they show up to, who turned out to be Colt, him and the little girl. And like, I mean, I bring it up all the time. Like, dude, I just get way more emotionally impacted when there's kids involved because of my daughter. And I was just like, the reaction, and like my face sunk, and I was just like, don't kill the kid, don't kill the kid. And I was like bugging, and I was so happy they didn't show any of the graphicness, because I would not have been able to handle that. But like, dude, it got dark. It got really fucking dark. And what's more fucked is I can tell it's not done. I can tell, if anything, it's just gonna get worse.
Yep.
It's just
you're gonna love it. It'll be a great time.
That's why I think I am enjoying it so much, because it's so obvious that it is nowhere near coming to a close yet. And it's just, I think the idea of being clueless of like, how could they possibly overcome that? Like, you think about Dragon Ball Z or whatever, and it's like, oh, well, I mean, how are they going to overcome this? They're going to fuse, or Goku's going to fucking go Super Saiyan 82, or, whatever. Or Luffy, it's like, it's One Piece. They're going to show up with some weird power and find a way for it to make sense. Stand, they're going to find a way to make the stand have a special power to get them out of it. And Gon, they're like, nah, dude, he's Nenless. He can't do anything. He's useless. His Nen's locked away. Like, unless he can break out of it, but I don't think that's possible. Oh my God, I figured it out.
The face.
I figured it out. Because the Knuckles fucking Nen is what locked his Nen. So if Knuckle fucking dies, wouldn't that in theory...
Whoa. Don't you put that curse on my man, Knuckles.
I don't want to. I love Knuckle. He's like Okayusu Sr.
Respect Knuckles and his awesome hair.
I respect Knuckle. Dude, see, that's why you gotta watch part 4, SeeOhKnee. If you like Knuckle, you would love Okuyasu. Love him. That's whatever. No, but seriously, like, if he were to die, I don't know if they've explained this or not. In theory, if somebody has a Nen beast, right, and they die, their Nen beast would disappear. So if Knuckle dies, then the Nen beast disappears off Gon, and then Gon knows that Knuckle's dead, and then Gon... I figured it out.
But
if that happened,
Knuckles' Nen, the damage has already been done.
Has it? Well, no, because remember, like, you can see the little fucking fairy.
The little thing's not still attached to Gon.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they were walking.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
They were walking through the woods, and they have to use Gyo to see it, but it's there.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, there was the Nen beast in Greed Island, and when what's-his-face got knocked out, his Nen beast disappeared. So if
but
Knuckle...
I think that was before he went bankrupt, though.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't think the Nen beast actually went bankrupt.
I guess if you guys know, correct us. I mean, it's one of those things where if Knuckle doesn't die, then this is irrelevant. But I would assume that that's how it works. Again, I might be wrong, but that's my assumption. I might be wrong. I don't know. It's dude.
We'll find out soon. No worries.
Dude, I love it. I
mean, you'll find out soon. I already know, but yeah, you'll find out soon.
I fucking hate you. Luckily, though, that was, that's where I'm at emotionally for the Chimera Ant arc. But have you been watching it? What have you been watching? I have other stuff, but I want to hear what you've been watching.
Oh man, let me go check my list real quick. So, Haikyuu, I'm on episode 19 now.
Oh, bet. Hell yeah.
Shit's popping off. Loving it.
How was it?
Good call,
24,
TikTok. Good
24
call.
episodes?
Yeah, 24 episodes for the first season.
Okay, cool.
So almost done with the
you're coming
first season. I have everything recorded, just not edited yet. So time in progress, you
All
know.
right, so thoughts and opinions. Is Haikyuu the best sports anime you've ever seen?
I mean, it's the first sports anime I've ever seen, so
So
I
is it,
really
is it
can't
good?
say like the best, but
So
I
is it one of those things where like you like it enough that you're willing to check out other sports anime, or like not to that level?
I don't want to double dip in sports animes yet. I'm not at that
Okay,
point in my life.
I get it.
Um, in my anime uh sports
Mhm.
career right now, I'm still kind of bouncing around. I'm rocking the I caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen as
Okay,
well.
nice. I'm gonna be starting that probably in the next week or so. Probably shouldn't
Black
have said that
Clover I
out
caught
loud.
up on.
Ooh, nice.
Shit's popping off in Black Clover.
I've heard.
Uh wow, all I gotta say is like after this past week, Yami Sukahiro,
What the fuck is that?
the fucking man. That's all you need to know.
Oh, he's a character.
Yeah, he's a
Oh, I
character.
thought that was the name
in
of
the
an anime.
Like he is literally the fucking man. All right,
Okay,
he is the
all right.
manliest man.
Just the Chad of Chads.
Chad, 100% Chad. ReZero. What else? I was watching something else. It may have been on Netflix to be honest. I was watching like Be the Beginning. I think that's what it's called.
Be the beginning.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
I don't. I've got mixed feelings on it, but yeah, it's like B. I think it's B3 the beginning or Be the Beginning is what it's
Okay.
called.
Huh.
It's
I've never
definitely
even
an
heard of it.
interesting anime. Very dark, very dark. So,
Okay.
you
So
know,
just kind of seeing dibble dabbling and some stuff.
I've been bouncing around, enjoying different things. I will say I also did try out. Wasn't for me. I tried it. I watched Thus Spoke.
The Kishibe Rohan.
Yeah, Kisi
Yeah.
Barohan, and it didn't pull me.
Okay, that's fair. It's pretty weird and like out there.
Yeah, like I watched. I think I got to the episode 3,
Mhm.
and I was kind of like, yeah, nah, it's not for me.
I think
I try to at least give something like a 3-episode
Mhm.
rule. You know.
It's one of those things where I wonder. They're so different, but it is one of those things that after that, like, it just makes me wonder if maybe just JoJo's just personally isn't for you. Which is odd because you really enjoyed part 1 and part 2, which is funny because usually people are the opposite.
Yeah.
You were like hella into JoJo's, and then you hit part 3.
I was
and
enjoying like the normal storyline. Okay, vampires, this and that. They're
Yeah.
gonna fuck up vampires. We're good. And then it just kind of like went to levels of weird that I was like, I don't know if this is for me.
I can understand. I just think it's kind of a cool, like, I think you have like a cool outlook on it. Like, it's kind of a bummer that I can't really, like, we can't have conversations about it because you're not caught up. But I think it's kind of a cool outlook, just because, like, it is. Most people dislike part 1 and 2, but like the other ones, and you were the opposite. I thought that's kind of cool.
I tend to be different. I mean, I am left-handed, so
Because I was gonna say, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I think the story for part 4 and 5 is like really good, but if you tried part 3 and didn't like it, and then you just tried the Rohan OVAs and you also didn't like that, I just don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, comments, you guys might be able to correct me, but I just don't think that you would like it if that's the case.
JoJo's just it's not for me, unfortunately.
There we go, boys. I think we got the nail in the coffin. SeeOhKnee's just not a JoJo's person. Hey, I mean,
It's
dude,
like I'm not a hentai person, you know.
that's fair.
It's just not for me.
That's the beauty of anime. There's an anime for everybody.
Like, to be honest, one of the animes I enjoyed a lot was actually the Fate series.
Yeah, I remember you were
Even
saying
though
that.
the whole storyline and how everything fucking connects is confusing as fuck
Mhm.
and it doesn't make any goddamn sense,
Mhm.
I enjoy them for the individual storylines that they are, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. I can vibe with that. I totally
Like, I don't care to sit here and play connect the dots and tell you who Pepe Silva is and try to get your mail to him.
Yeah.
But I just enjoy looking at, okay, this is I enjoy what's going on in this series. I enjoy what's going on in this series. I will say one of the most confusing things was how they kept reusing Saber, and it was like it went from like being a girl to like being a boy,
Mhm.
or like a boy being a boy for a girl. I don't know. It's some confusing shit, but like they kept like the same character model, and it just got really weird.
Okay.
I don't know. That's my opinion. Maybe I think I might be wrong on that. Let me know in the comments. We'll figure it out.
I kind of like this because I've been seeing a lot of people, and I think this might actually be good to make this a dedicated segment because we haven't done it in a while. I know a lot of people have been saying they've been getting like anime recommended to them a lot through the podcast. So I kind of like you've been watching a whole bunch of different shit, and I have too, which I've been holding. I didn't want to tell you yet. So
oh boy,
I told you before the podcast started that I'm doing this new thing where I cut back on the amount of episodes of One Piece and Hunter x Hunter I'm doing per week because I was doing like 10 episodes of One Piece per week and like 8 episodes of Hunter x Hunter per week. And it just was way too much time and I didn't have time to do anything else. So I scaled it back. But since the last podcast, I've done a reaction to episode 1 of Kaguya-sama, which was fucking great, by the way. I was lit. And it was, if you have not seen it, SeeOhKnee, just get really, really baked and just fucking go. Just trust me.
Okay.
Have you not seen Kaguya-sama? I thought that you have for some reason. Love is War. I feel I could maybe I might be mixing you up with H.
Oh no, I have not seen that. No.
All right, dude, I'm telling you, just get thoroughly baked and just go watch it. I've only seen episode 1 so far, and I fucking loved it. And everybody was telling me that like episode 1 is by far the worst episode, and I was like fucking hooked immediately. It was so weird and so good.
There's only 1 season out?
I think so.
Is it ongoing?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked up. I didn't look too much into it.
It's got 12 episodes, so.
Yeah. But it's short, so like I would definitely check it out.
Okay.
Fucking really, really good. Really funny. Like I don't know why I didn't expect. I didn't really know what to expect, but it was just very funny and just comedy.
So it's a romantic comedy. Okay.
I guess, yeah, I guess you could call that. Like,
Look at you getting in some slice of life over here.
I don't know if I'd call it slice of life, but I guess. But so funny, the meme, the Chica meme. You remember the Chica dance meme?
Yeah.
She's from Kaguya-sama. I'm excited.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what her thing's about. So I checked out that. Today actually, I did a reaction for Naruto Shippuden. I have to say, first episode pretty good. Random like super hype opening of Sasuke and Naruto, which I think is like from the future. It'll probably be like a couple hundred episodes from now or something. And then it just like switched to like a few minutes of these kids chasing a dog around that just seemed completely pointless and didn't need to be there. That was weird. And then it got into the story where like Naruto came back after being gone for a while, and I was like, it was a pretty good episode. I have to say, I didn't want to rip my hair out. The voice acting was pretty good. Because I switched to sub to really compare it. Will say I prefer Jiraiya's dub. Not gonna lie. The Jiraiya dub was great. But Naruto sounds so much better. And Sakura sounds so much better.
In sub?
Yeah.
I can see that.
So I'm curious. I'm giving it a fair shot, and we'll see. Will I end up enjoying Shippuden? Will I not? I don't know. But I enjoyed the first episode. It was pretty good.
The first episode definitely pops, dude. Like,
yeah, it was a pretty intense like opening.
Yep.
Like I was kind of bummed, and I was like, oh fuck. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like what is happening? And then I realized, oh, this is in the future. Like it's supposed to be confusing. But it was pretty good. They definitely did a good job of like, here's what to expect. Prepare your anus. And I'm like, God damn it. All right, well, now I need to fucking know how we got there, And then I also checked out episode 1 of Assassination Classroom.
Solid anime, very good.
Fucking so funny, dude. Like
it's such a good one.
I was not prepared for that at all. Like not even a little bit. It was so good. I'm curious to see if it continues, but it was a fucking blast. I thought it was fantastic.
I honestly really enjoyed Assassination Classroom. I think I watched it probably a couple years ago.
Yeah, apparently first season came out in 2015.
Is there another season?
Yeah, there's 2. Which I was shocked by. Yeah, it's just super weird.
I don't know if I've seen the second season. I know I've seen the first season.
Yeah. For anybody that like wants a recap that maybe hasn't seen it, because I had no idea. I went in completely blind. I had no fucking idea what was happening. But it's basically just like there's just like this really powerful alien. He's like, yo, I'm gonna teach these kids how to kill me. And they're just like going to school trying to learn how to kill this like superhuman fucking alien fucker. It sounds weird, but it's just funny, dude. I was talking about this, and again, if anybody knows if these exist, let me know. I was saying that I realized that my favorite TV show is a stoner TV show, Wilfred, and my favorite movie is Idle Hands, which is a stoner horror comedy. And I've realized that I just like stupid stoner movies. So I was like, is there any stupid stoner anime? Do those exist? Like, I would assume there's got to be one, but maybe not. Maybe there's a manga. So if anybody
like
knows,
there's like an anime grandma's boy.
yeah, like like just some stupid stoner anime. Like how, like
I mean, Dr. Stone. There you go.
it's not really count though. Come on, sir.
I mean, it's Stone.
Oh my God, I hate you.
Duh.
Like, I just like how funny it would be if it was just like a comedy anime. Like, you know what I mean? Like just a funny anime. Like it's just focused on comedy and it's just dudes getting lit. Maybe he gets isekai'd. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it could be funny.
I guarantee there's manga.
That's what I was
about
saying.
it,
There's
but
probably at least a light novel. But I feel like that'd be funny. And then I was like, because I was thinking about it, I was like, I feel like Assassination Classroom is like the closest thing to like a fucking stupid stoner anime. 'Cause I'm like, it's so fucking dumb. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like, I was just like having a mental breakdown half the fucking episode, just trying to wrap my head around what the hell I was watching. In a good way. Like, it wasn't a bad thing. I just thought it was funny. I'm being overwhelmed.
So I don't know if I agree with that.
What?
According to this list, the best anime to watch while you're stoned.
Okay.
Number 5, Space Dandy.
Never heard of
Number
it.
4,
Oh, I have.
FLCL.
Coolly. Okay.
Number 3, Spirited Away. Number 2, Samurai Champloo. Coming in at number 1. And it's not that I don't agree with this. It's that I love this. I love the anime, but I don't know if I consider it a stoner anime. Cowboy Bebop.
I mean, I guess I could understand this.
I mean, because all they're doing is like smoking a cigarette most of the time. But like,
to me, this sounds like they took some like older anime watcher that's like in his 30s that like smoked weed in high school and was like, I know what anime I watched with my friends when I was stoned. Top 5. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. Because they're all older, right? Isn't every single anime on that list is older, right?
at least in the top 5. I mean, it's 25 plus anime.
I'm saying all those top 5 are older. I don't know. It just seems, I don't know, seems biased. Stoner anime. Recommend it.
Yeah, give us your guys' call.
If they exist. Okay, are you ready to get in probably the thing I've been wanting to talk about more than probably anything? And I think you'll be excited about it too.
Yes.
Or do you have anything else before we dive into One Piece?
Besides the other thing about SAO.
You want to talk about it quick or now? Or at the end?
I mean,
your choice.
Do you want to end on it or do you want to end on One Piece?
All right, fuck it. All right, go. SAO.
Okay.
You gave me I read about it a little bit, but I haven't like looked too much into it. So lay it on me. Tell the viewers what's he talking about.
All right, guys. Our listeners, my friend, our listeners. Genshin Impact creators to make VR game like Sword Art Online.
Ah! Dude, can I just say, I was having not an argument, but like a very heated discussion with my girlfriend the other day about this, about how Gabe Newell he's been interviewed. And he said that Matrix and like Sword Art Online type VR is way closer than people realize, and it is more than likely going to be commercially viable for consumers within like the next 10 to 15 years. Which is,
so you're telling me I can do VR or augmented reality? Because augmented reality is a whole different story.
I guess both. So there is already a item that you can buy. They're a little pricey, and there's not a lot of games that work with it yet because it's not really designed for commercial purposes at the moment. But there's a thing that hooks up to an Oculus, and it detects your brainwaves, and you can literally like go into a game and like move blocks and shit with your mind because it detects your brainwaves. Like and he was saying that like, he was like, people don't, and Gabe Newell was saying this, he was like, people don't realize how close we are to that level of like VR and like, and things like that. He was
commercial. I just can't. I can't imagine like this
It
guy,
doesn't surprise me
like the
that
Genshin
much.
Impact creator, dude. He wants to build this world for 8 billion players.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, dude. If a game that comes out and is as good as Genshin, and I'm not, and just because you wouldn't really be able to have a, well, actually, you probably could. It actually would probably be genius. I was gonna say that scrap the gacha system, but they probably would need the gacha system to keep up with fucking functioning this. If I could live in the fucking Genshin Impact world in VR like SAO, that sounds amazing. Like that sounds like, I mean, VR in general sounds like that, or that level of VR, like that SAO style, like fully immersive, like you are closed in your fucking head, which basically makes everything real essentially. Like that, I cannot wait. Like I am so ready for that shit.
It's a very scary world once we get to that, because people aren't going to want to leave.
Well, yeah, because at that point, what it would be is, I was talking about it on my stream not that long ago, of, say you have that, right? I mean, obviously I have a family, so I can't personally do this, but like if I was still living alone and that level of VR existed, I would find the cheapest fucking rinky dink fucking studio apartment, because I wouldn't give a fuck, because I would have my fucking nice shit inside that world. Why?
I feel like you're describing like living in Ready Player One.
Yes, because I mean, I think that Ready Player One is more realistic than
people literally living out of freaking
yes and no,
rail
I guess
cars.
I should say. So I think that Ready Player One, the way that people were living and the way that the society worked, I think is more realistic than SAO. Because in SAO, it was kind of just like, yeah, the VR's here, but life is normal outside of it. And it's like, no, like the second something like that exists, it changes everything. Like our entire society.
It's not just a normal thing, yeah.
So like, I feel
like I guarantee you can get jobs in VR. You're gonna have people who are literally gonna be making money and employers in VR.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. There's 100%, like in that level. If all you have to do is leave VR to have food, right, nutrients, and leave VR to go to the bathroom, leave VR to sleep, then, and realistically, I don't even think that in that theory you wouldn't even have to leave VR to sleep, because you'd be sleeping. Like, I don't even think that would. I don't even think you'd have to leave VR to sleep. You could go to sleep in the VR and it wouldn't make a difference. You realistically would just take off the headset to go pee, take off the headset to go poop, go fucking do your duty, and then you go back in. So it's like, does it really matter if you're in a tiny little studio apartment? Does it really matter if there's you and 5 of your buddies crammed into a studio apartment? Because nobody will care, because it'll be a really interesting, crazy shift. And especially like if cryptocurrency gets implemented into there, we have NFTs that are now, like, people are talking about big. I don't know if you know much about NFTs, but those could
heard about like non-refundable tokens and like the artwork that kind of comes with it, but
yeah,
have yet to really delve with it.
So think about it from this perspective. NFTs is a way to make like a digital item or a digital piece of art actually worth something monetarily, right?
Because it makes it unique.
Yeah, and it's through the blockchain and you own it. So think about it. Architects that, do whatever they do in VR. Well, fuck it. Why would I design buildings? I can design all of these schematics for all of these buildings, whatever I personally like, sell them as an NFT in this VR world. People pay the currency, cryptocurrency, to buy these fucking NFTs, which is an actual ownable, tangible fucking house in this VR world, and you're literally living there. I mean, people's jobs would be in the VR, because there would be people in VR who are like, yeah, my business is I put on my headset, I go to the store, and I run the fucking shop that sells you swords and shit, because I'm a blacksmith and that's what I'm into. Like, the possibilities that it opens are endless.
Yeah, you're gonna have people smithing and doing that kind of stuff, which is where Amazon's really gonna take off, because they'll be able to do home delivery and it's gonna get scary, man.
It's weird when I hear like experts, like not experts in the sense of like scientists or anything like that, but like experts in the sense of like the people that actually are working on this technology, like the people that have access to the technology that like we don't have access to, because it's not commercially allowed, or available or whatever or viable. Like Gabe Newell, like we all know Gabe Newell's not a fucking idiot. Like the dude knows his shit, especially in terms of VR. Like I mean, Valve is arguably pushing VR harder than anyone. It's Half-Life Alyx and all that stuff. The fucking Left 4 Dead game in VR. Like Valve is they're really serious about the future of VR. And Valve, like fucking Gabe Newell is the one. We'll have to pull up the fucking article and I'll see if I can link it or something. But like he literally he's confident that like we will see that like level of VR, like Matrix level, SAO level VR within the next like 1 to 2 decades.
Are you ready for this galaxy brain thought right here?
Let's go. Lay it on me, baby.
So, VR is a way to escape, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
How long does it take to get to Mars?
What? What?
How long does it take to get to Mars from Earth?
Actually? Or
like if we were going to take a spaceship,
like 13 years,
Mars.
Isn't it? Am I right about that? Is it 13 years? I feel like I saw somebody talking about this the other day, and I might be mixing it up with a different planet.
And it's 13 years for that, and then isn't it like 2 years for the moon or something like that? Or how?
Oh, fuck, god damn it! You made me look this up. I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You see where I'm going with this right now?
You're saying that if we flew to the moon, so it takes 3 days for a spacecraft to reach the moon.
Okay.
Which is way faster than I thought it was going to be completely honest.
True.
To Mars?
I thought it was 2 years for Mars.
Mars. Trying to find. Oh, way less. 1.5 years. Oh, wait.
So it's 1.5 years.
No, hold on. Damn it. It's so they're actually like sending shit there, so it's like hard to find the right article. The problem is it's telling me like random shit, and I don't know if any of this is actually verifiable and true.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, anyways, so at least we got somewhat of a ballpark. 1 year to 2 years, right? In a way.
If what I'm seeing on Google is wrong, which is, I don't think it
now,
is. Yeah.
If we think about if they figure out a way to commercialize it to get you to go to Mars.
Yes.
It's probably going to generally take at least 1 year.
Okay.
Ballpark, at least 1 year is going to take them, right?
Okay.
What are you going to do for a year while being in a spaceship?
Oh my God, that's true.
So.
That's a great fucking point, dude.
So, galaxy brain here, boys. Galaxy brain. Boom. That's where they're going to start implementing VR and augmented reality.
Because it doesn't matter. I mean, think about it. Even if Mars is like a barren wasteland and it's like, it's habitable and we can live there, but it's like shit. It's like, I mean, it doesn't really matter where you live if you could just fucking go into VR world.
And everything's interconnected. But imagine having an internet connection that spans the universe.
I don't know how that would work.
How exactly would you keep VR connection inside the spaceship?
The only thing that would make sense is we know that we know Google and Tesla and shit are doing like satellites that do Wi-Fi and shit. It would have to be some sort of satellite that's attached to the spaceship. I'm not smart enough.
That travels along a line of satellites or something like that.
I'm not smart enough to understand the ship.
Like if you're traveling for a year in a spaceship as a consumer, not as a explorer or a researcher, but if you're traveling as a consumer, like let's say worst case scenario, Earth becomes inhabitable. We now have to travel across the universe, right? But they're going to start doing it in phases. They're not just going to be like, everyone evacuate now, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Just they're going to be like, okay.
Too, where this is definitely not within, the time frame of the VR, but this would be a reality though.
But yeah, I mean, like obviously at this point, I would expect VR to have evolved past what it is right now, where it's just
100%.
Like you're playing individual games. Like I would expect VR to evolve to the point where VR, like how VR chat is in a way.
I could see that.
But on a larger universal scale.
Yeah.
Right. So at that point, you'd have people who would be business owners inside of there, who would be entertainment owners. They'd have workers who'd come in and do their job, this or that.
We're also seeing it in theory already with why am I drawing a blank of what they're called?
Your NFTs?
No. anime YouTubers. Fuck, why am I drawing a blank on what they're called? Fuck, I always do this. I'm so bad with names. Like Project Melody and fuck, I'm gonna have to search her name. What are they considered? Damn it. VTuber. Think about it. Kind of like VTubers. Right?
Okay.
So like you're talking about jobs, right? So like
Yeah.
Project Melody, for example, right? She's a YouTuber, she's a Twitch streamer, she plays games and stuff, but she also does Chatterbait stuff. She was like one of the big like first ones. So she's a VTuber, right? Like, you know, fucking animated, whatever. And she does like actual legitimate Chatterbait shows. Like, you know, topless and everything as the anime, you know, VTuber.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's super successful. Like thousands and thousands and thousands of viewers on like Chatterbait and Twitch. Like
Just watching an animated character.
just you go to Google, type in Project Melody. Don't worry, like her titties won't show up. You're good. Unless you
Here we go again.
unless you search
Going
that, then
incognito.
yeah. But no, so like that's already kind of a thing, right? But imagine if it was like, you know, people could run their own business in there, right? VTubers are ahead of the curve, y'all. They're already prepared. They're preparing their fucking alternate reality. I love the idea. Like the SAO VR, like Matrix type shit. Like I am about it. Any solution that, like, you know, I've said it before, roboticize me. Everything but my dick. And I'm ready. About it. That's the real question. How are they going to do that? But I guess if it's in brainwaves.
What the fuck is happening? I'm done with this. Nope.
Have you never like heard of this before?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Nope. Don't want anything to do anymore.
Yeah, there's VTubers are like a huge thing. I thought about getting a VTuber rig as a joke and then just going live one day and not telling anybody. But they're very expensive to get made.
Are they really?
Yeah. If you a couple hundred for like an okay one, but like if you want like a nice one, you're gonna spend over $1,000 easy. I'll show you a video. Is SeeDog
just to have a profile character made?
Yeah, no. So
like,
I'll no, it's crazy. I'll show you. So SeeDog did one where he went on Fiverr and he bought 3 artists. He bought like a cheap one, a medium price one, an expensive one. He compares it. It's really cool. We'll talk about it after. But yeah. So SAO is, you know, looking to become a reality very soon, which is crazy. So I thought that was interesting. So for the closing discussion and what I have wanted to talk about for the longest fucking time. One Piece. SeeOhKnee.
One Piece.
SeeOhKnee. My God. I have finished Water 7. I have finished Denny's Lobby. One Piece has officially surpassed JoJo's as my favorite anime. I bugged. I had a mental breakdown. Shanks blew my fucking mind. The fucking wanted posters. Frankie finally joined the crew, so I don't have to fucking cry and hope that I don't get fucking bent over anymore. It keeps escalating. And today, I watched the first 3 episodes of Thriller Bark, and fucking Bone Daddy is in the building. Bro, I
finally got to meet my favorite character.
I've said before, I recognize Bone Daddy. I knew he existed. I knew he was going to show up at some point. I had nothing. I had no way in hell that I was prepared. Like the first fucking episode, dude, the first episode. Like there's a chunk of filler right at the end of Water 7. But like the cannon picks off immediately. 1 episode. Boom. What up? Hey, you want to join the crew? Okay. I was like, what? And then he ran away. Fucking damn island kidnapping. It's getting all spooky, which I love. I love like corny shit like that. So like I'm so excited. Dude. I just like I know that you've said like I haven't met your favorite character yet, and I was trying to think, is this him?
Oh yes, this is Brook.
I had a feeling. The second I saw him, I was like, SeeOhKnee said I haven't met his favorite character, and he didn't correct me when I mentioned that I saw Frankie. So I was like, yup, it's got it. The second he came on screen, bro, he is fucking so funny. He's so fucking funny, dude. Like it's kind of fucked up because he's like, yo, can I smell your panties?
Like he is just so fucking serious about it.
Bro, I like.
And then he's a skeleton with an afro. Like
He's a skeleton with an afro. Yo, he fucking Nami hit him, and he got a fucking bulge. And they were like, "How does a skeleton have a bulge?" But like, dude, there's that. Usopp's his like get up that he put on. He's got the garlic on. He's fucking dude. Look, I need a figure, dude. It looks so funny. But I like, dude, you should have saw like my face, my jaw when I got so excited. I was like, oh my God, the bounties, you know, they start revealing the numbers, and I was like freaking out. And then Chopper. They fucked over my baby boy so bad. 50 fucking berries, son.
he got 50 because they thought he was a pet.
Who cares? He fucking pet.
As a pet,
He
got a bounty, man. As a
50
pet.
50 berries. What is 50 berries? That ain't shit.
I mean, Chopper's happy.
Bro. Like, I feel like two people got shafted the most. I think Nami, I feel like, should have had at least a 25 mil, but I digress. The two people that I think got gypped the most, Robin's bounty only went up 8 mil. Like, I feel like Robin's bounty should have gone up way fucking more for that. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, think about it. She escaped from, like, death row. You know what I mean? Like, the straw hats.
I think that's the reason why they're trying to keep her off the radar. Like, the government, because, I mean, the government obviously wanted her back at one point.
But then why wouldn't they just leave it the same? You know?
That's a good point.
That's what I just find weird. Like, she only went up 8 mil. I thought that was a little weird. Luffy's went up higher than I thought. I had a feeling his was going to double, but I didn't think they were going to, like, fucking triple it. That was dope. Zoro, I feel like he should have got at least 150 mil personally, but, you know, 120 is okay. Like, Sogeking got 30. I'm happy. Sogeking deserved that.
Dude, Sogeking is a fucking legend.
Sogeking is
from Sniper Island,
legend.
nonetheless.
Dude, I miss Sogeking. I hope he makes a return. No, I just maybe
so
one day.
Okay, if you're to that point, then that means you've met Sunny then?
Yes. Bro, it's so big. It's
That's
such a
what
big
she said.
boat. I know. It's so big. He fucking the mini Mary, dude. The mini Mary. Dude, I almost fucking teared up. I was like, oh my God. He made a mini, like, dude.
And Luffy was just so hyped at that moment.
Dude, that's, I think, what was so cool is, like, Frankie fits the crew so fucking well. And Brook showed up, and I was like, at the second I saw him, it was like I said, I knew he was going to show up. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know any other details. He showed up, and I was like, okay, bet. We're probably going to have some, like, fucking journey. They're either going to fight each other and make up later, or they're going to, like, offer to help him, you know, kind of like Frankie, right? Like, came along the journey, showed up after. I'm like, okay, whatever, that's fine. And then fucking, like, join my crew. Like, and I was just like, and then the second they sit down, and then seeing the interactions between him and Luffy, I'm like, he's a Straw Hat. I don't even know how everybody, I understand everybody's freaked out, but I'm like, dude, literally a Straw Hat. He's like Luffy 2.0. He's fucking fantastic. I love him so much. And then he ran away, and I'm pissed. I know we're going to go find him, but I was like, oh, I guess maybe we are going on that journey.
Yeah, I mean, they gave you a taste of Brook, okay? Brook doesn't come easy, though.
Well, so that was the one thing, right? Like, people were talking about it, and of course I knew Bone Daddy existed, and I've heard the name of the arc Thriller Bark. And I just kind of assumed, I'm like, based on the name, based on the fact there's a skeleton dude, I'm like, I'm assuming Thriller Bark is probably where he shows up. Like, I just kind of assumed it would be like a spooky island or some shit. So I did, like, expect that, but I didn't expect it to happen because they were talking about going to Fishman Island, so I thought we were going to Fishman Island. I didn't expect to get fucking intercepted by Bone Daddy. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to expect.
But that's the beauty of Brook.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect with him. Just wait until you get to Thriller Bark. I can't wait until you start getting into it and you're just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Bro, I feel that now. Like, I think that's what I love about it. Is like, I feel like One Piece, and I've actually said this, I just love when anime gets weird. I think that's why I like JoJo so much. I think that's why I'm falling in love with One Piece, and I think that's why I liked Assassination Classroom so much. And One Piece is, I just feel like it's just become so fucking weird that, like, of course, anytime I say this, I get the manga bros in the comments, and they're like, excuse you, Ruff, it actually scientifically makes sense that Luffy can do that because he's rubber, and if you were rubber, you could do. I'm like, all right, whatever, fucking bro, get out of here, Galaxy Brain. Like, I ain't trying to big brain this shit. I'm just trying to enjoy Luffy fucking blowing air into his fist and punching some dude through the wall. I don't need to know about the scientific explanation. But like, I feel like that's where I'm at, where I've just accepted that it's just like something weird. Oh, it's just One Piece. Like Brook showed up and I was like, this is gonna be a devil fruit. And they were like, I ate the revive fruit. And I'm like, I fucking called it. I'm like, I knew it. I'm like, and nothing's off the table at this point. I'm like, Blackbeard controls darkness, and fucking Brook is a fucking dead dude who like found his body too late because he got lost in the fog. Like, it's just One Piece. There doesn't need to be any rationalization. I'm just along for the ride, dude. I feel like somebody.
That's part of the journey. Just don't rationalize it.
I feel like somebody.
I mean, if you try to rationalize it, then you would figure out the mystery identity of Sniper King.
Yeah.
Or Soga King.
Probably. I don't want to know that much though.
No, you don't need. No one needs to know his identity.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the best way I could explain One Piece, and this is honestly how I feel. I feel like I walked into a theme park and they were like, "We have one ride. It will take your entire day, and it is a roller coaster. And you get on the roller coaster, and it takes you through the entire park. And because you're going through the entire park." Every turn is something drastically different. It's fucking weird. You get to one part and you're like, I don't know why the fuck we're in a desert right now. We were just at the top of a fucking snowy mountain. Like, oh, now we're underwater. Okay, well, fuck. I mean, it is what it is. It just makes
literally
sense.
Underwater as a ship.
Yeah.
Yep. Not a submarine.
Yeah. And that's just how like I feel. Like I'm just like I feel like I'm at that point where I'm just along for the ride, and I'm just like Oda, I'm here. I'm here for Oda's story, and I don't really care what direction it. Like, I've just fallen in love with it, especially the characters. Like, I'm just so in love with the characters and invested. I'm just ready. I'm along for the ride.
Okay. I mean, it's good. I enjoyed One Piece. I need you to catch up to where I am, and then I'm
trying to remember. Okay. What do you know where you're at? Episode wise,
according to everyone, last time we talked, it was like episode like 350.
Oh, really? I'm at like 339.
Maybe not that.
I was gonna say like,
maybe
because I think people were saying Thriller Bark's long. I might be mixing that up with another one though, because that doesn't sound right. I'm pretty sure you're way farther ahead than I am.
Oh yeah, I'm 600. Sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say I was like that. I don't think 350. That doesn't sound right. So it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while before I catch up to you. I feel like you're just like living vicariously through me at this point.
Basically, I'm slowly enjoying these moments, and then I keep teasing you and pointing in the wrong direction every now and then. You know, with certain characters.
I know.
You gotta be able to have fun with things.
I was telling people we got One Piece. We gotta get SeeOhKnee on that One Piece. That way he doesn't have to like rewatch it entirely. I haven't checked out. I'm kind of curious. I want to go back to like some of my like the fun arcs that I remember and like check out One Piece to compare them. I think that's why I want the manga. I actually really like. I kind of like. I'm so invested at this point. I really just want to get the manga and like be like, I know where we're at, and I pick up the manga and the episode starts in the middle of the episode. I'm like, where are we at? Oh, that comparison. Like, I'm so curious.
I mean, a lot of the times mangas aren't mangas are a lot more different than the anime sometimes, though.
Oh no, I know that, but that's why I think I'm interested in it. Like, I just kind of want to like check it out. And apparently, there's a bunch of like one-shot stories in the manga. Like, apparently, like, you know, when they beat a boss or something, there's like these one-shot stories that like tells you what they're up to or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, that'd be cool. Like, I'd be down to read those and check those out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much been just overwhelming. For like 20 episodes straight in One Piece, I've just been completely fucking overwhelmed. Because it just hasn't stopped. It was like the fucking Mary showing up and saving them and then making me cry like a bitch. And then it was fucking Frankie's not going to join the Straw Hats. Then it's, oh, never mind, Frankie is going to join the Straw Hats. Then it's fucking Frankie's dingling running through the fucking streets. And then, like, I was calling it in Skypia. I kept saying, I was like, Robin needs to fucking start. I was like, Robin is invincible. And I called it. I was like, she can emasculate and fucking ruin and win any fight with a dude. Period. End of story. All she has to do is fucking use her hands and grab their nuts. Boom, done. And everybody yelled at me. Like, don't fucking say that about Robin. How dare you? She's classy. She would never fucking do that. Blah, 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 blah. I was fucking right. It was so funny. I was dying, dude. And then, like,
if she wanted to do the low blow, yeah, it's possible.
And it's like, there's like that, and then the bounties, and then fucking Shanks and Whitebeard and seeing their power and fucking splitting the sky, and then freaking Blackbeard and Ace, and like, it's just all of this happened in like fucking 15 episodes, and it's just been go, 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 go. And then I'm like, okay, the arc's over. It's gonna calm down for a second, and then it opens up with fucking Brook. Like, dude, it's just like, I have not been, it's just been nonstop. Like, I just haven't even had time to decompress or fucking.
I love Brook. That's all I gotta say. Brook is the man.
Dude, I could, we'll see, because I love Chopper, but I would not be, the way he's
Chopper was my favorite too until Brook came, and I was like, oh my God. Like, this guy, perfect comic relief every time.
I could see it. Dude. Him and Luffy just vibe so well together. But this has been the Nani No Anime Podcast. This is one of the longer episodes. We haven't done an episode this long in a while. Sponsored by Advanced, which you can get for 10% off code Nani No Anime. The link will be in the description of the video, or if you're listening on audio services, it will be in the description of the audio services. So go check it out. Advance, thank you for sponsoring the podcast. We really appreciate it.
It is delicious. Go check it out. Use the code while you're checking it out, by the way.
But seriously, thank you so much for Advance for sponsoring the video. Guys, thank you so much. Remember to leave a 5-star review on Apple iTunes or Apple Podcast. We will read it. We read them all. So definitely check it out. You can let us know topics too. If you leave it in there, you can tweet at us, the Nani No Anime Twitter. We're available on there. You can tweet at us topics, and we will be paying attention to that. People have been starting to use it a little bit more frequently, so I've been responding to people on there. And check out the TikTok if you want some clips, baby.
And also leave us, more reviews so we can read them.
No, dude.
I know you just said that, but I want more.
25 5-star reviews from 100. 9 5-star ratings, not reviews, to 100. Like, we're getting there. Boys, girls, we in this bitch. We're gonna become the #1 anime podcast.
Yes, we're almost there.
We'll try.
Try it.
We'll try it.
One day, maybe we'll be sponsored by Spotify. That'd be cool.
That'd be wild. That would actually be wild. Tony, do you have any closing statements?
No. No. I was gonna do something super witty with Gon going on a date and talking about something, but I didn't want to say anything.
No more
accidentally spoil.
Talk.
This has been the Nani No Anime Podcast. Thanks for listening.
Don't go on dates with